For staying with us. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria. And right about now, we're about to step into another very interesting conversation, one I actually find very, very intriguing. And I have here with me Miracle Ihioma. Now, he is here to discuss the pros and cons of public proposals. He's a dynamic speaker, author, clinical psychologist, a life coach, and a spiritual shepherd. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you very much for having me again. I'm very well, thank you.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully the rain didn't phase you.
Well, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, here. I mean, that's what matters. Thank you so much. All right. So today we're going to be talking about, public proposals. So now, should we love them? Should we hate them? What really is it about?
Yeah. So it's not a one size fits all.
Okay.
People have different preferences about how they want to be proposed to.
True.
But then if you look at the etymology, where did proposal come from?
Yeah.
Right. It might give us more insight into how it should be done.
Okay, so where did it come from?
Right, yes. So a proposal, of course, like the name is to propose marriage, right, to your partner.
Yes.
And the purpose of a proposal is to propose marriage, whether done privately or done publicly.
Publicly, yes.
It's supposed to be an intimate moment between you and your partner.
Very true.
Where you're about to take that relationship to the next
level, yes.
Yeah. So I know now it has really graduated into a lot of things where people now want to make drama out of it. And in fact, there are ladies who would say if it's not public, I'm not going to accept it. Yeah. So all of those things I think are extras, right? And it's putting a lot of pressure on people, both on the ladies and the guys as well, where you must perform if you want to propose. In fact, with a lot of other things, we have baby showers now. We have
we have baby showers.
Yeah.
We have push gifts.
Imagine.
Because I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine, and then of course his wife literally was to put to bed, and then was talking about how he wants to be there, but he has this finance, and he must use it to do something that is most important. But then again, we should understand it's just a whole lot. So I'm like, what really, really matters, right? Yeah. So now let's go back to the proposal conversation, right? Because recently I also was talking to a friend, and she was telling me of how, oh no, her boyfriend wants to propose to her. He needs to write it on the plate. And it's not even proposal onto marriage, it's onto dating. Yes, because she's seeing this guy, and she's like, no, that he has not officially. I'm like, how much more official do you want? So I love the fact that you said it's not one size fits all, right? It depends on the individual. Now, a very important question I think is necessary to ask now: whose idea or who should the proposal suit? For instance, now a guy wants to propose to his girl. So is he meant to propose to her based on how she would like to be proposed to, or how he would like to propose to her? Because it seems like a lot of times girls don't understand that men also have a preference. Don't understand the way they also have thought about it in their head. So what would you say as an expert?
Yeah. Thinking about it right now, I think it makes sense to consider both parties. But if I were the guy, I would say, well, have a conversation just for peace to reign.
For peace to reign.
Have a conversation with your lady, or have an idea of how she would like to be proposed to. Okay. Right, and then
find a way to
go with her preference.
Okay, go with her preference. Okay, not find a balance.
Find a balance if you can. Right. Find a balance if you can, really, and try to also make her understand. Yes. Because, like I said earlier, it doesn't matter how you're proposed to. What matters is that you're proposed to.
You're proposed to, right?
Whether publicly or privately, you're about to get married. That's what matters. That's what the same way a lot of people focus on wedding more than they focus on marriage.
True.
A lot of people focus on how you were proposed to rather than focus on the fact that you've been proposed.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense, because now I will recall back my own proposal, and I can remember, because I know my husband is a people's person. Okay. But it's weird because when you look at both of us, it seems the other way around. So he knows more people, but more people know me.
Okay.
So I'm a private person, and I've always said I wanted an intimate proposal. Like, please, just me and you, I beg. I don't want noise. Do you understand? I don't want, and all of that. So he did that because he wasn't telling me. That was actually one of the things that made it take so long before he finally, because like, okay, what is he going to do, right? But then again, I love the fact he considered the fact that I loved it private. But then again, his friends had to be there. So they were online.
Imagine.
So they witnessed it literally online. So that's actually very important. So now, so in situations where we now find that people can't agree, right? For instance, maybe a lady turns down a proposal because of the way it's not done, how would you say they move past that situation? Would you say that's a red flag and should be a deal breaker?
I wouldn't say that, but if it matters so much to the both of them, I think there's a problem already.
Okay.
Yeah, because something as, I don't want to say trivial, because it's not trivial, but something as a method of proposal shouldn't be so much of an issue.
Okay.
So if that is so much of an issue, it already gives an insight into what would happen in the marriage.
Okay.
To say that other trivial issues, quote and unquote, would also cause certain issues in the marriage. So they want to really talk about why really do you even want to be proposed publicly?
Yes, yes.
Right? And then have conversation around that. Because it could be, for many people, it's an esteem problem.
It is.
Yeah, that, okay, I want to be seen in a certain type of way,
Right,
or I want to pepper them, or I want to show off.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you understand and respect the purpose of proposal, then it shouldn't matter. Yeah, even if you like it public, you won't mind if it's also private.
Okay, so there was a situation, I think something that actually trended on social media quite a lot. So, and then it was because the lady literally turned down the proposal because the guy didn't go on his knees to propose. So what do you think about that? So can we see it in the same light? Like, can we see it in the same light? Now we're talking about, I mean, a 21st century woman and maybe a traditional man.
Can I be honest?
Please be honest.
A lot of the kneeling down for proposal is hypocrisy.
So tell us where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm coming from the fact that for a lot of people, that's the first and only last time they would ever kneel, to do anything for their wives. So at the end of the day, really, it's just performance. It's just you're just acting.
Okay.
Right. Okay. It's just the same way we do in weddings, where a lady would come, kneel down to feed the food.
Yes, he has it. Somebody just asked us, my husband knelt down after proposal. Why not? He kneels down every now and then.
Oh, really? Let's not get into the details.
Let's not get into the details. But anyway, I think it's actually very important, right? But then again, and I think that's also even just, segues into, what you spoke about, focusing on what is more important, right? Exactly. But then again, in several ways, people feel like, okay, you know what you want is superseding what I want. Okay, going forward, because I've actually heard someone actually interpret it that way. That, okay, fine, if you cannot propose to me the way I want it, that means in the marriage is definitely going to just shut down all my ideas and literally just decide on it. So please help us talk to our ladies, right? Or is it the men we should be talking to now? Because I don't know.
It's the ladies.
It's the ladies.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
It's the ladies that put a little pressure on themselves and on the men.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that men are even now confused about, okay, how do I propose to her? Because, if a man likes it public, right, it's not a problem for a lot of ladies, because a lot of ladies want it public. Yeah. There are some ladies who like it private, just like you. Yeah. Right? So, but I think that it shouldn't be a problem at all. A major solution would be to always differentiate between wants and needs.
Wants and needs.
Yes.
Okay.
What do I want versus what do I need? Okay. What you want is a public proposal, a glamorous proposal, but what you need is a proposal.
What you need is a proposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want is a big wedding, but what you need is a wedding. The two most important people to be present in a wedding is you and your husband.
You and your husband, actually.
And maybe a representative from both families.
Actually.
Yeah, there are many people who have had Bella Niger type of weddings who didn't last for 6 months. Yeah, because focus more on the wedding than on the marriage. Yeah, so we should always differentiate between wants and needs.
All right, amazing. Yeah. So now talking about focusing between wants and needs, right? More focus on needs than wants. Now let's talk about, those tips that we can literally, how can we see them? How can we, okay, fine, you've been dating this person for so long and then all of a sudden this thing that can be seen as trivial is now seeming to be a big issue. So now, aside that particular one, what else? How can we tell that, see, this person is not focused in this thing? Do I really want to actually continue and build a life with someone with this kind of mentality? Or is it okay to say, you know what, okay, she might think like this now, maybe going forward, things can change. Change is only constant.
Well, there are no guarantees of change in marriage. That's the truth. That's why I usually tell single people, don't marry what you cannot live with. If you cannot live with it, don't marry. Because there's no guarantee that it's going to change. So look at the person very well. Of course, nobody is all strengths. We all have weaknesses as well. So check out the weaknesses. Is this something I can live with for the rest of my life? If it's something you cannot live with for the rest of your life, then you have your answer. Because there is no guarantee that the other person can change.
Very
Because
true.
think about it.
Very true.
The father didn't have success with changing that behavior, that character for maybe 25 or 30 years. The mother did not have any success with that. The teachers didn't have any success with
Is
that.
it you?
Their friends didn't have any success with that. So how then do you think that you have a chance at changing them? Especially because when people are 30, 35, 28, as the case may be, their character
It's already-
values and beliefs
it's
are
concrete.
already formed.
Yes.
Yeah, so not saying it's not possible for people to change.
change,
It is.
true,
We have
true.
seen that happen.
Yes.
But there are no guarantees.
There are no guarantees. All right. And I need to actually focus on the fact that there are no guarantees when it comes to change in marriage.
Yeah.
And it's very important to focus on the needs as opposed to the wants. Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you.
Miracle. It's always a great time having you here with us to give us such wisdom on relationships. Thank you so
for
much.
having me.
All right. We actually take a quick break, but the show is not over. Keep it locked right here. We'll be right back.